Good day, everyone. Today, I'll be discussing a very pressing issue in our country, the educational crisis in the Philippines. We'll look into its current status, how it affects individuals on multiple levels, the laws addressing the crisis, and most importantly, how we, as future social workers, can help. First, let's define what this educational crisis in the Philippines is. So, it refers to the ongoing problems that affect the quality of learning in the country. Many schools face shortages of classrooms, teachers, and learning materials. Some students struggle with basic skills like reading, writing, and math because of these challenges. Poverty and lack of access to quality education also make it harder for students in remote and poor areas to succeed. These crises affect the future of Filipino students and the country's progress. And it also limited resources and how teacher salaries lead to issues in education, including increased dropout rates, more out of school youth, and bureaucratic inefficiencies, impacting the overall quality of education based on Philippine Education Today statistics. We, as a student itself, knows kung ano ba yung mga crisis or issues na meron ng Pilipinas regarding sa edukasyon na simula pagka-elementarya hanggang sa ngayon ay atin pa ring nararanasan at nakikita. Here, let's look at the current state of education in the Philippines. Access to quality education remains a big problem, especially in remote and marginalized areas. Many schools lack basic resources like classrooms, textbooks, and trained teachers. Learning poverty or the inability to read and understand simple text by age 10 remains high, and during the pandemic, learning apps widened even more. These are just some of the realities we face today. And according to EDCOM 2, the current participation rate in higher education in the Philippines stands at 34.89%. While this number is a step forward, it falls significantly short of the ASEAN average of 41.10. Next one, according to Times Higher Education in Instructure, they surveyed 107 educators and 312 students. 83% of educators say lifelong learning is a priority, while 93% need more support, technology, and infrastructure. And last one is from Biz News Asia and SCMP. So according to them, 18 million high school graduates are functionally illiterate. 75% of 15 years old fail in reading, math, and science. College dropout rate peaked at 41.03% in 2020 to 2023, 29.4% in 2024. So next one is the impacts of educational crisis on individual well-being. So the educational crisis does not only affect learning, it touches all aspects of a person's well-being. Biologically, children who skip school often suffer from malnutrition. Psychologically, students experience stress, anxiety, and sometimes even depression. Spiritually, many lose hope in achieving a better future. And lastly, sociological. The lack of sleep or long commutes can affect their health. So, education is not just about academics, it's about human dignity. And also, the educational crisis extends beyond academic performance, affecting various aspects of individual well being. Biological factors like malnutrition hinder learning, while psychological stressors impact mental health. The erosion of spiritual and moral guidance, often facilitated by educational institutions, and the reinforcement of social inequalities further compound the crisis' multifaceted nature. Next one is the legislative measures addressing the crisis. So first one is the Republic Act number 10533 or Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. It is established the K-12 educational system to enhance the quality of basic education. Second one is Republic Act number 12028 or Aral Act. It aims to accelerate learning recovery and provide accessible education following the disruptions caused by COVID-19 pandemic. Third one is the Republic Act number 12080, Basic Education Mental Health and Well-being Promotion Act. It focuses on integrating mental health initiatives within the basic education curriculum to support students' psychological well-being. And last one is the Republic Act number 11650 or the Inclusive Education Act. It promotes inclusive education by ensuring that learners with disabilities have access to quality education. So the Philippine government has enacted several laws to address the educational crisis. The Enhanced Basic Education Act restructured the educational system to align with global standards. The ARAL Act and the Mental Health and Wellbeing Promotion Act were responses to the challenges posed by the pandemic, focusing on learning recovery and mental health support. The Inclusive Education Act underscores the commitment to providing equitable education for all learners, including those with disabilities. So, as a future social workers, we play a crucial role in addressing the educational crisis. We can provide counseling to students who are emotionally and mentally affected. We can raise awareness in communities about the importance of education. We can partner with schools and government units to organize programs and support services. And we must continue to advocate for inclusive and accessible education for all. Together, we can be the bridge between the system and the people it's supposed to serve. Thank you.